So, but first, credit to where credit is due. I got this video from Haley Jean ASMR. I thought hers was just so funny and I felt like I just needed to do it myself. So here we are today. Please, anything that I say, it is not serious in this video. It's just my opinion. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. Peace, love, and pixie dust. Okay, I have everything set up on my laptop over here, so I will be looking over here for a majority of the video. But my first book is When in Rome by Sarah Adams. So this is very controversial because Sarah Adams is actually a really, really good writer. It's just this book irked me. It like itched a part of my brain that just did not want to be itched. It's a very small town. Grumpy Sunshine. I don't even know. I don't do Grumpy Sunshine and I don't do Small Town, which I did learn from this book. So this was a very good learning lesson that I absolutely hate those tropes. It makes me so mad because it's so predictable. Like, you know what's gonna happen next. And there was no spice. So that's a no thank you for someone who really, really enjoys Haunting Adeline, which, if you do not know, that book was banned in multiple countries for a reason. So this was just not for me. I don't know if I want to call this a Scum of the Earth book. The next one's gonna be Scum of the Earth, but this one is more just not for me. I absolutely hated it. I thought it was too slow of a burn. It was like a slow burn that turned into absolutely nothing. It was just an absolute no thank you. So let's read over these 5-star reviews. This review says, yeah, this book was it. If it means absolutely boring snooze fest, then okay. So good, well-paced. Well-paced is crazy. Well-paced, girl. Like slow as molasses, like the snail after a rainstorm. Intriguing, if you're intrigued by dirt. Okay. God, I had a blast, girl. I want to give you Haunting Adeline. I want you to just, I'll give you that, or maybe Fourth Wing. That's intriguing. If this is intriguing to you, I would love to see how you react to Haunting Adeline. You probably would have a heart attack. Well-paced is just crazy to me. If you liked a movie like, I don't know, Turbo, but before he gets powers. Sorry, I'm being a little harsh right now, but some of these books just deserve it, okay? Wasn't for me, maybe for you, if you like to be as slow as molasses. But that leads to our next one. The worst part of this book is that it wasn't longer. I wanted more. It was too long. The story could have been wrapped up in 2 pages. Like, half of the content in that book was just a constant yap fest that didn't need to happen. And I swear this story has been written 50,000 times because of how predictable it was. Just go on any Hallmark movie and you'll literally see it. Boom. Yeah, if it was any longer, I probably would have DNF'd it, but I actually did finish it because it is kind of small. So that is actually a positive because it was smaller. But oh my gosh, I would never read it again. I don't know why you would want more. No thanks. Alright. The next one, okay, so we're gonna crop this one a little bit because it does give a lot of summary and I don't want to do any spoilers for anyone who actually wants to read these. But When in Rome was so freaking cute and steamy. 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 Girl, if that's steamy, like what have you never, what do you consider steamy then? Oh my gosh, someone's holding hands. Oh, that's so steamy. Like what? What? They barely even kissed in the book. What are you talking about? I can't with people. Sorry, I needed a coffee break because that made me violently upset. But we are moving on to All Your Perfects. I said that the last one wasn't really Scum of the Earth, but this book is truly Scum of the Earth, bottom affect me. Nope, nope. It was just, I'm here for a happy ending, not a depressing. No, no. Anyways, before I can't stop yapping about this because it just is so bad. But okay, the first one is I'm making this mandatory reading for my future husband. If you want to depress your husband out, go ahead. It is really good book if you are like struggling in like that sense of marriage. It's about like not being able to have like children. It is good for that instance. But if I showed this to my future husband, he would probably leave me because he would be so sad and depressed. Just know I would not make anyone read this unless if you're like, if I know they're going through something with it, I would make them read it. But that is like a very like specific part of population. I feel like all these books are very specific to who they cater to. Like when in Rome, you have to like that trope. Here you have to be like kind of like, I don't even know why. I don't like no. The next one is reading this the second time is even better than the first. You read this voluntarily 2 times. 2 times you put yourself through this. Mentally and physically, you put this in your brain. Twice. 1, why would you do that? Are you just sad? 2, it was such a snooze fest with how like it felt like it was very repetitive, like throughout the pages. It was like constantly like the same problem, and like nothing was getting resolved. But like it's kind of hard to resolve problems, so it's like I don't know. It just no. Why would you read this 2 times? Why would you do that? Whatever. This one is a little bit of a longer one, so I'm just gonna snip out a little bit of pieces in it. But just reread this and all I noticed pain. Again, why would you reread it? Excuse me while I go cry it out for a couple hours. Why do you want to cry for a couple hours? Why would you do that to yourself? Who wants to just be like, I want to go cry? Hello? Are you okay? Sometimes you need to, I get it. Sometimes you gotta go cry, but like, reading something to force yourself to cry, that, no thanks. Yeah, you're funny. No. I literally feel 80% broken right now and 20% hopeful. The fact that you even feel hopeful after this book is crazy. I read it and felt 100% broken and drained. And then she said, after I got like 50 pages in, this book was unput-it-downable. It took me 2 months to read this book because of how awful it was. This actually put me into the longest reading slump. Because I was questioning calling over. I was like, girl, you were my like day one. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What were you thinking? This book was actually recommended to me by a friend, and I questioned my friendship with her because I was like, girl, the fact you recommended this to me is really questionable for you. It's really questionable. In all caps, this person wrote, I need to feel the emotions of this book, so I had to wait for everyone to sleep in our house just so I could cry my heart out again. Why are people making themselves cry? Why do you want to do that? Why don't you want to read like some happy book? I don't know, is that just me? I feel like that's just like a me problem, or like a little like plot twist that makes you cry for like a second and then like afterwards. But like this book is a total sob story, like from cover to cover, cry the whole time. Like, why do you want to do that to yourself? Are you okay? Are you okay? I do love how she put, Colleen, you never fail to amaze me every time you publish a new book. Okay, that's the only thing that's correct with your review. Everything else, no. No. Okay, the next one is 5 freaking stars. This book was fantastic. I loved every single moment of it. I cried half the time while reading it. It was such a good sob fest. Okay, if you enjoy good sob fests, sure. Okay, I kinda understand. Sometimes you need it. I honestly went into this without expecting much, and it turned out to be great. Well, I went into it expecting everything, and it was issues. Duh. I read romance books for a living. Like, that's all I do right now. So this was definitely gonna be up my alley. But for me, Ernest Hemingway, like, I wanted to stab myself in the eyeballs. He was horrible. Horrible. I hated Ernest Hemingway. I love Hadley. She is the main character. She was great. I thought she was lovely. I thought she was like a queen. But the main male character, oh my god, I can't even explain my hatred for him. That's why this book is so low. And also, I am not really a history girl. I don't do history that much, so this was kind of a little bit out of my comfort zone. But that is not why I'm gonna not get points. It's just because Ernest Hemingway is, everyone likes him, which in these reviews you'll see. This one is a long one. Majority of it is a summary, so I'm gonna just like kind of just keep that out of here. But the first sentence is, words cannot describe how much I've loved this book. It was incredible from beginning to end, filled with love, history, great men in literature, great men. Bro, he was a cheater and literally just focused on his job instead of keeping his wife like happy. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but like, when I have a husband someday and he's like putting his job before me, you leave it. Like, no. Great men. Like, I did love the writing. The literature was very beautiful. Yeah, I love the writing style. But you just called Ernest Hemingway a great man. Yeah, he's a great writer. I mean, like, technically, like literature wise, but like, bro was like a cheater, and then like what? And the fact you're like how much you love this book, that's a little, if this keeps you excited, again, I would love to see you read Haunting Adeline. Oh my gosh, just filled with love. Also, there was no love. She showed the love, he didn't show the love back. So I wouldn't consider that filled with love. But next, another long one. For over half of my life, I have had a tremendous crush on Ernest Hemingway, and after reading The Bear's Wife, I am half in love with him. That, I'm like how you say half in love, because like he has some good qualities, but like the fact that you would even be in love with him after he was treating Hadley like that, like, you're crazy. Then she goes in to talk about Hadley's POV, which I thought was very beautiful. I loved seeing it from like her perspective, because like Ernest Hemingway is like a popular like writer, so like everyone sees from his, but like you never see from hers. But yeah, honestly, this review isn't even that bad. This is like a good review because, well, half in love with it. But it's okay, because you said half and not fully in love. Okay, the next review. This story inspired me to drink too much, stay up late, and long for the bohemian life in the 1920s Paris. That is so beautifully written. That is just so funny. I can't. This was just so funny for me to read, because drink too much, stay up late, and long for the bohemian life in the 1920s Paris, because that seems like such a fun era. I agree. This was just like, it was good like for like the setting, it was good for like the writing and Hadley's POV, but just again, Ernest, his character just really not having him, clearly. Oh, that is actually it for the reviews. I have no more to share, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and that this was like a little like secret whisper party. But yeah, let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Again, Hadley Jean, not Hadley, oh my gosh, Haylene Jean ASMR. She was great. I loved this video idea. She actually did another one of these where she did 1-star reviews on her favorite books. It's like the flip-flop. So I might do that too. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, see you guys later.